asking you a question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. It's because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report about it, incident report. What the fuck is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel?
Silenced for speaking out? LA woman versus trans locker room debate. What would you do if you walked into your gym's locker room and found a biological man claiming to be a woman and you were the one punished for objecting? That's exactly what happened to LA singer Tish Hyman, who says she lost her gym membership after confronting a trans identifying person in the women's locker room. The gym's management says they were just following policy, but many online are asking, is this inclusion or intimidation? In today's episode of West Virginia Wire, Regina Reacts and Rants, we dive deep into the viral video that started it all. All right, everybody, we are jumping in feet first. I have my ChatGPT open source AI lady in waiting, Mary Beth, with me. My name is Regina Connell with West Virginia Wire, Regina Reacts and Rants edition. And as you heard by the thumbnail, the title and description, as well as the pre-intro mashup, that we are discussing Miss Tish Hyman. She is a singer. Mary Beth's going to tell you a little bit about her and also the person that she found herself at odds with that's claiming to be a woman, transgender, all of that. So Mary Beth, why don't you tell everybody hello first, introduce yourself, and then tell our viewers a little bit about Tish Hyman, and then Mr. Black is definitely not a Miss Black, the person claiming to be a transgender woman. And then we'll get into the video footage of everything.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Mary Beth, your lady-in-waiting AI, and I'm thrilled to be here. Now, Tish Hyman, she's actually a singer, songwriter, and rapper, known for her R&B and hip-hop work. She's got a strong voice. And she got thrust into this situation because she spoke up about a person she saw in the locker room. Now, the individual she was at odds with, that's Darren Black, who identifies as a transgender woman, so that's the clash. We'll dive into the footage in a moment, but first, I'm glad you're all here, and we're going to break it all down for you feet first, as always.
As always. All right. Thank you, my lady. And we'll check back in with you later. All right, guys, we're going to move right along to the footage that I have clipped out for us to watch. And let's go. All right, guys, so we're going to watch the footage of what actually happened, the interaction. We're probably going to be watching it more than once, multiple times. I can just go ahead and tell you that right now because it's pretty uncomfortable to watch. So let's jump in. And definitely don't want to go face first into this one. We're going feet first, so let's jump in.
I'm asking you a question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No. Today, my gym membership was officially terminated by Gold/EOS Gym. Guess what happened on my final workout? A f***ing trans woman walked in while I was naked. I grabbed my towel, I f***ing showed discomfort, and she looked at me and she said, "Are you okay?"
You know, the worst part about this is, she goes on and on to talk about how, other women had spoken up to her, how uncomfortable they were with it, yet they felt like they didn't have the courage to speak out. And, kind of understandably so, since this happened to her, but enough of you speak out because it's just going to overtake the world. Okay, guys, now we're going to move on over to skynews.au and look at the footage that they have. It's pretty clean, the actual footage of what actually happened. And then we're going to move along to the end of the video where the New York Post recaps it. And it's highly discouraging the way the New York Post lays it out as to what happened and the way they just play into the foolery of all of this. So let's move on.
Jim! Men! Grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room! And that's why I'm getting kicked out, and I want to make sure the girls know! The fuck? Everybody saw that man in the fucking locker room! No one's saying shit! And I'm fucking done with it! It's stupid! It's dangerous! Me naked in front of a man without my permission.
And I have to agree with her. It's highly dangerous. You know, you've got young girls that are in the gym. I don't think that you have to be 18 to have a gym membership, or that, you know, teenagers probably go and work out at the gym. And if there's males going in female bathrooms, no, I don't think that's safe. Let's continue on. I think you're going to be shocked at the footage if you stay all the way through.
Why you get kicked out the gym, y'all? I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room.
Hyman then went on to confront the trans woman supported by other biological men in the corridor of the gym.
How are you?
Did you tell me or not that women like to see
I'm
dick?
the guy asking you a question.
Exactly. Get out of the...
Do you hear this guy asking her, who are you? Who are you, sir? Who are you?
We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
Wait, did she say something about assault? And all of this is allegedly, you guys.
That's fine. I want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
Hyman then recounted her confronting experience when she returned to her car.
I just had the worst experience ever at the gym, at Gold's Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across America, where like trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a fuck how women feel? Today I was naked in the locker room. I turned around and there's a man there in boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't fucking talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm fucking pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report about it, incident report. What the fuck is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel?
She then went on to demand that trans women not be allowed in women's locker rooms.
Why do you guys think it's okay for men to be in the women's restroom? And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to fucking be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms? Because it ain't right.
Online commentators were shocked by the response of the gym, with this person saying,
Okay, now we're going to run on over. She did pose the question, why don't they just make trans restrooms, right? If that's the case. Well, guess what? Mr. Darren Black had a response to that. All right, guys, I know this seems awfully repetitious. You guys, please throw your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. You know, the woman lost her membership. So now we're going to hear the New York Post. This is a video. There was an article attached to it. So I'm really disappointed at the way they present the article. So you guys listen up and let me know what you think.
Restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
A popular singer-songwriter claims she was booted from a Gold's Gym in Los Angeles after getting into a heated, caught-on-camera confrontation with a transgender woman she had filed complaints against for using the women's locker room. The controversy exploded when Tish Hyman posted video of a brief shouting match with the transgender gym-goer, who was dressed in all black and accessorized with a pair of dangling earrings.
No, now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
In her Instagram post, Hyman alleged to her 250,000 followers that she and other women at the gym filed, quote, written reports on this man for coming into our women's locker room, harassing us. Hyman was escorted to the front of the gym moments later, where she claims that her membership was revoked. In a video filmed by a passerby, Hyman could be seen reaming out the gym staff shortly before she was booted from the facility.
Men! Grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room! And that's why I'm getting kicked out, and I want to make sure the girls know! Everybody saw that man in the locker room! No one's saying shit! Me naked in front of a man without my permission! But I'm the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all!
The viral interaction wasn't the first between the pair. Hyman had previously filmed a separate confrontation with the same person in the locker room. In Hyman's post, which had the audio removed, she wrote that she had confronted other trans women in the gym's locker room on 4 separate occasions, but was met each time with, quote, anger, disrespect, and total disregard. She also wrote that there was a young woman present in the bathroom at the time of the interaction, who she claims froze up, quote, completely traumatized, and later thanked her for being there with her. The transgender woman at the center of all the drama has since been identified by TMZ as Alexis Black, who broke her silence about the viral confrontation to the outlet. In an interview with TMZ Live on Tuesday, Black insisted she is entitled to use the female facilities and wouldn't be comfortable in a trans-only locker room. You're not going to put a trans woman with a trans man just because we're trans, she said. That seems like a whole new envelope of discrimination. Black told the outlet that she is currently in the lengthy process of transitioning and still has male genitalia. However, she claimed that she is registered as a female on her driver's license, changed her name, and has been taking hormones since February, which she says she expressed to Hyman. She also went on to assert that she was registered as a female with the gym. She says the gym is assessing her own membership as a result of the controversy. Initially, they said we were in the same boat. They phoned me and I'm not sure if it's written in red ink or what, but it's definitely being evaluated, she said. The Los Angeles Gold's Gym, which was recently acquired by EOS Fitness, has yet to address the controversy. The viral spat isn't the first of its kind to take the internet by storm. An Alaskan woman had her Planet Fitness membership revoked last year after she took a photo of a, quote, man with a penis at one of the gym's women's locker rooms.
I felt like I was in an unsafe space. And so I'm probably going to go report this to the police today, but I just want to tell Samantha and Joe that work there and own it, thank you so much for canceling my membership. You saved me the trip.
According to Planet Fitness, the woman violated policy regarding taking photos and/or videos in the locker room, resulting in the loss of her membership.
They better fix this. There are other gyms out there. Make it make sense. And this commentator agreed, saying Gold's Gym kicked the woman out and not the man who invaded the female locker room. Unreal. And Gold's Gym's members have already started speaking out, cancelling their memberships and demanding change.
Hey guys, Erin Elizabeth Health Nut News. I was just going to Gold's Gym to work out when I saw the story about this woman being banned or kicked out of Gold's Gym for being upset because she was naked and had a man staring at her in the locker room. And she said, sir, what are you doing? And Gold's kicked her out, even though he swore at her and verbally abused her and was staring at her naked, because Gold's always sides with these men who like to pretend to dress up like girls and go into our restrooms. The Beverly Center, where the Gold's is located, was my old gym when I lived in LA a decade before I got smart and moved to Florida. Now Gold's is my gym here. I will be canceling today. I may be in their live recording. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I want to let you know immediately that I will not stand for some disgusting place like that bans the woman, the poor woman who's naked in the shower and has some guy, totally staring her down, looking at her, watching her. She said he looked like a guy. But because Gold's allows these men to go in there and say, oh, I identify as a woman, this shit is going on and it's going to stop. And I would like you to boycott Gold's Gym with me. And I would like to encourage all of you, if you would like to join me in a boycott against Gold's. It's easy. You probably have to go in. I'm going to find out here in a minute. Cancel your membership